Hello folks, Outer Demon Darkness here with some news on the remote viewers and about this asteroid. Now there's some really interesting information. I didn't find out about remote viewers until today. Uploaded a video earlier with a link to this thing talking about the asteroid from remote viewers. Then I stumbled upon this. It says remote viewers predict catastrophic meteor impact before 2013? Nope, in the spring of 2013. Now, these remote viewers have predicted things like, I remember this too, because I remember listening to Coast to Coast, and back it was late February 2013. And I remember a guy on there talking about an earthquake coming in the next few weeks to Japan. That was going to cause reactor problems, like a mini Chernobyl, or like Chernobyl, and there was going to be a huge earthquake and a huge tsunami. And it happened, and I was like, whoa. You know, I was like, man, this guy, like, see the future or something, but I didn't know what it was, or who he was, until now, till today. They predicted things like Katrina, Sandy, all kinds of different things. Okay, now this is the article here that I wanted to read to you guys. It says, editor's note, we will soon know if remote viewing is a reality or not. In the following article you will see how remote viewers have made some predictions about a catastrophe that will impact Earth. The time of this catastrophe has been predicted to happen right after the third nuclear test in Korea. While the Korean detonation is unrelated, it is a marker that will happen right before the catastrophic event. The Korean detonation happened February 11, 2013, the same day that the Pope resigned. So now we wait. Now that's crazy. What did the Pope know about this? And he didn't want to be the last Pope? Now here we go. Talks about the meteor impact and all this stuff in remote viewing. I'm going to leave a link to this website for you guys to really read into, so you guys know what's going on. But down here, it shows some pictures of the water to come. Okay. Listen to this. But something radically wrong happens when either condition 2013A or 2013B is assigned. Now, but look at this. People look up and they see a bright object. Now, after focusing and studying this on what the guy's name is, Major Ed Dames, and he predicted that there's huge asteroid will come down, and people said that they seen a space shuttle on it, or falling right around it. Now, Mr. Raymond Brown said that they sent an asteroid up to destroy, or sent a space shuttle up to destroy this asteroid, but crashed on it. And two of the astronauts that were sent up were killed. And he actually gave their names, and I looked them up. They are legit NASA astronauts, and that's actually on my last video on the Godlike Productions page, where it shows the astronauts that were killed. Now, if you look here, it shows people looking up, people running in one direction, okay, and then people building stuff that wouldn't seem of value, but they could put it to use, and then people walking together like tribes. Now, it says descriptions of something bright in the sky, of people looking up in amazement, followed by mass organized migrations from the coastal regions. Okay? Alright, and it talks about impacts from what appear to be large meteors leading to tsunamis and possible volcanism. And it says, in general, these remote viewing data suggest that following types of physical changes across many of the above geographical locations by mid-2013. Okay, and it talks about the volcanism and tsunamis, extensive and forceful flooding of coastal areas, excessive solar radiation, storms, and other severe weather. Okay, and it also talks about refugees and all that, and Talks about massive, here we go, massive self-organized relocation from coastal areas, refugees, the breakdown of rescue or other notable government functioning, the breakdown of the food supply system, the breakdown of the vehicular transport system, extensive loss of buildings near coasts. Now, there's a video down here if you guys want to read up on all of that. In 2012, they were talking about this. Now, here's some really interesting news about this, okay? It says, according to the Farsight Institute, there are certain events that have happened around the world that imply knowledge of this, or some other similar catastrophe in our immediate future. The U.S. Space Shuttle launched its last mission in mid-2011. At that time, NASA entirely abandoned its government-funded manned spaceflight program. Given the investment that the U.S. has made in launching humans into space since the 1960s, this is odd, especially since private efforts to launch humans into space are years away and currently unproven. It is as if the government does not anticipate being able to launch humans into space in the near future for reasons not currently stated. 2. The Svalbard, I can't pronounce that, sorry folks, but the Svalbard Global Seed Vault was sealed in 2011. This seed bank was allowed the world to restart agriculture given a global catastrophe. The United Nations formally inspected this facility, which might seem odd for a Norwegian project. The timing of this project seems like a strange coincidence. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. 3. U.S. and global debt. It is as if various governments are not expecting to have to pay back their debts, perhaps anticipating a global economic reset due to reasons not currently stated. Alright, and then the devaluing of the U.S. dollar seems to be a trend that will stay. Moody's, Standard & Poor's, and Fitch have announced that they may be devaluing the rating of the U.S. Treasury bonds, see New York Times article March 15, 2010, as well as the editorial on March 20, 2010, and there have been discussions within the United Nations on the International Monetary Fund phasing out its dependency on the U.S. dollar. The government seemed to be acting as if the U.S. dollar will be replaced as a global currency. Digging is everywhere. The U.S. has no nuclear enemies, yet it is digging huge underground facilities in inhospitable regions difficult for the masses to reach. Why? On the other hand, the Chinese tend to think collectively, and China is digging extraordinary subway complexes under most of its major cities in a crash program that seems odd in terms of timing and scope. See, for example, the New York Times article by Keith Brashear, March 27th, 2009. Subways are, of course, conveniently located underground tunnels, and such tunnels could house millions of people in an emergency. Russia announced in 2011 that it is adding 5,000 new nuclear bomb shelters in Moscow, enabling it to protect all of Moscow's residents. The program is to be rushed so that it is finished in 2012. Why? Russia has no nuclear enemies. Russia's new subway systems have also been placed deeper than needed, so that they can be used as deep emergency shelters. Again, why? Why all these preparations, and why the rush? NASA is now predicting that the sun may generate unprecedented solar storms for a lengthy period in 2012-2013. We cannot accurately predict Earth's normal weather a week in advance, and it is by no means clear how NASA can do this with respect unprecedented weather on the sun years in advance. They are saying that we are more dependent on vulnerable computer technology now, but we had similar dependencies in 2011 and 1999, when previous 11-year solar cycles hit. What is different about this current cycle? Some might suggest that NASA is acting as if it has some extra information that is not currently stated. Now, we all know that the sun's been acting extremely erratic lately, and if you look at what's happening here on Earth because of it, our core to this planet is expanding, causing massive earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, okay? All different types of climate extremes. Extreme colds in the summer, extreme heat in the summer. You know, sinkholes are popping up everywhere. Why? The kill shot. After this asteroid, this is the last prediction that this asteroid will come. Okay, if there's going to be a nuclear attack or something too, or a nuclear bomb that goes off after the asteroid, but the asteroid will hit, and it's been predicted that the asteroid strike will be before the solar kill shot. Solar kill shot from the sun will scorch the earth in fire. Now, this asteroid has been predicted in the Bible. It's stated in the Bible that a fiery mountain will fall into the seas. Okay. It also states in the Bible about the sun being allowed to unleash its fiery fury on the earth. Now, all of this is going to be happening, they say, by this spring to mid-June. But the asteroid's going to hit this spring. So, is Raymond Brown telling the truth? Is he really trying to get the information out to the public? I'm starting to really think that this is real. You know, I was having my doubts, but I'm just trying to inform the people just in case, so they are prepared. Spend time with their families and loved ones. And, you know, pray to God, you know, find Jesus. You know, ask Him into your hearts. Be saved. Be with your family during these harsh times that we are about to fall into. The world is in chaos. It's as if the government already know what's happening, and they've been preparing for it, and everybody else is just going around not caring, not listening. You know, I pray for them. I really do. Just wanted to get this article out here to the people, and you know, I pray nothing happens, but there's so much more evidence that just keeps pointing this way. Even fake asteroids, you know, that 2014 AZ5, and that, what's that magazine called? I can't remember the name of the magazine now, but it's like one of those crazy magazines. And then you have NASA, you know, saying that if an asteroid comes in 3 weeks, pray. You know, why are they talking about it all of a sudden? Why was Congress holding a meeting with NASA out of nowhere? You know, like all this stuff is happening around us. Everything. It's all like a sign, you know. Maybe they're trying to take away our guns because after this meteor hits, they don't want to fight. They don't want to have to fight us. We all know we're going to fight back. It's just how the human race is. Power for power. All I got to say is I wish us all luck in these heartbreaking times that are to come. And much love here from Outer Demon Darkness. And I hope that all of you, you know, all of you find peace in yourselves. Find Jesus. Accept Him into your hearts. Be with your families and loved ones. And let us pray. And may God bless us all. Amen. Alright, folks. Outer Demon Darkness. Just wanted to let you guys know I love you all. And may God bless. Outer Demon Darkness. Out.